We are working with case study 3 on how many baseball cards. So the first thing you want to do is to download the file, and you can find that in videos and scorecard, and then make sure you put your name in. It says we are going to cover the basic topics of basic equations and percentages, and we're going to be able to calculate ordering quantities based on historical data, calculate gross and net revenue, and calculate net profit on gross revenue. Here's what's happening in our story. The 7th inning maintains around 10 million cards in stock year-round, though the number is highest early each year following the release of the new professional sports team cards. In addition to major professional sports cards, Charlie also carries cards that feature movies, military hardware, and fantasy game-related cards. The trading card industry has grown so much over the past several years that ordering cards is a complicated business that requires market savvy and hands-on experience. Charlie has decided to let Joe try to figure out what quantity they should order of 2 of his most popular selling sports trading cards, the Topps cards and the Fleer EX cards. He gives Joe a budget of $18,500 to spend and provides him with the basic cost, pricing, and other data he will need to arrive at a recommended purchase quantity. So the first thing you want to do is to click on watch this video, and then it'll be how many baseball cards is the one that you would click on when you get there. Now, somebody told me that they're having a hard time watching the videos from school, so if you want to watch them from home, maybe you will have better luck. All right, so let's get started here. What we know, Joe's budget is $18,500. Now, Topps cards are sold to a retailer only by the case, which contains 20 boxes of 36 card packs. Each box costs $30, and they retail for $44.95, and the packs retail for $2.95. He bought 25 cases last year, and he sold 70% in full boxes and 30% in individual packs. Fleer cards are sold only by the box. Each box costs $125, and they retail for $179. They contain 20 card packs, which sell for $8.95. He bought 20 of those boxes last year, and the customers only buy them in full boxes. He expects a 5% increase in demand this year. Okay. What was Charlie's inventory cost this year? Note the Topps cards are sold only by the case, so first calculate the cost of the case of Topps cards. Amount per case of Topps cards. Well, if you notice here, there's 36 card packs. We're on the Topps cards, right? Amount of 36, and then a case contains 20, so it's going to be equals 36 times 20, which is 720. That's not right. It's 600. What did I do wrong? Topps cards cost last year. Okay, so he bought 25 cases, which contain 20 boxes. So you're going to have to take that equals 20 cases times, 25 cases last year. 25 cases times $30 times, times 36, 25 cases times 20 boxes times 20, and you get $15,000. He bought $125 where each Fleer box cost $125, and he bought 20 of those last year, so he spent $2,500 on those. So the total inventory cost was equals this amount from Topps plus this amount from Fleer. So $17,500. Amount per case of Topps cards. A case contains 20 boxes. Oh, I see. It's $600. Yeah, because it's 20 boxes equals 20 boxes times 30 boxes per case. There we go. That's where we get to $600. All right, next one. Using Charlie's growth prediction of a 7% growth for Topps and 5% for Fleer, how many cases or boxes do these projections indicate? So the new Topps case count is 20 boxes. Let's see. He sold 25 cases last year, and he predicts a 7%. So if he bought 25 last year, equals 25 cases times, now if it's a 7% increase, he's going to need all of them, 100%. Oops, I didn't press the times button. All of them, so that's 100% plus 7% more, or 107% of them. Excuse me. So he's got 25 cases last year. So that should be, oops. Just a second, what did I do wrong here? 25, oh, I'm sorry, we have to round that. So let's use the ceiling function for that. So 25 times 1.07, and we're going to equals the ceiling function because we want to round up. Does it say round up or does it say round to the nearest? Round to the nearest case. So let's use the rounding function. Round the number to the nearest one case. One digit, 0 digits we want it to be. Oops, no we don't. We want it rounded to the nearest one digit. How does that sound? No, we did something wrong. Oh, I see what we did wrong. It's round 25 times 1.07 to the nearest 0 digit. There we go. Okay. And then the Fleer case count last year was, Charlie bought 20 boxes last year, so equals 20 times 1.05, because he only expects a 5% increase, which comes out to be 21 cases. If they ordered according to these growth projections, what would be the total cost of the order? So amount per case of the Topps cards, well, we know they're $600 a case. And then you would multiply that amount by the number of cases, which is 27. And you get $1,620. The Fleer cost per case, I forgot what they were, 125 times 21 cases, and you get 2625. So you add those two together, and you get $18,825. Okay, so now what? Joe wants to stay under the $18,500 budget. How should he adjust his order quantity to stay under budget and within the growth guidelines provided by Charlie? Okay, well, first of all, he needs to reduce it. If you notice, he's at $18,825, so he needs to reduce it by $325. Okay, well, each case costs $600 here for the Topps. So if he bought one fewer cases, of Topps cards, he would have, he'd be able to make his amount, which puts him back to, if you notice, that puts him at 26 cases, and this year he bought 25, so that'd still be okay. If Joe recommends that they buy 26 cases of Topps and 21 boxes of Fleer, calculate the total potential revenue if all are sold according to their historical purchasing pattern for each type of card. Okay, cases sold by the box. So in the Topps, that's 70% times, 70% of the total boxes, of the total cases, which was 26. And what do you get? 18.2. So the box revenue will be cases sold by the box. You take that 18.2 times, how much does a box cost? $30. Oh, I'm sorry, cases times, each box retails for $44.95. So $44.95 times 20 times 44.95 times 20 is $16,361.80. Then he sold some by the packet, so that's 26 times 30% were sold by the packet, which came out to 7.8 cases. And the packet revenue, each pack retails for $2.95 times 36 equals this amount times 36 times, I forgot what it was, $4.95? No, it wasn't $4.95, it was $2.95. $2.95 per packet. Okay, what did I do wrong? Cases sold by the packet. It's 7.8. Oh, I forgot to multiply by how many boxes there are in a case. I always forget that number. Boxes in a case is 20. So times 20. There we go. So the total Topps revenue is the box revenue plus the packet revenue. The Fleer revenue is pretty easy. You just take the 21 times each box box retails for $179. $179, and you get $3,759. So the total potential revenue is the amount that he gets from Topps plus the amount that he gets from Fleer. Okay, now the profit is the difference between how much it costs and how much you can sell it for. Well, his cost is going to be 26 cases plus 21 cases, or in other words, if you take this 825 and subtract $600, so we can take the total amount of revenue, subtract the amount that we would have had if we would have done exactly what the projections were, but then we're going to not buy one of those cases. What did I do wrong? $18,225. let's see. Inventory costs, so it's 36,688, and then 18,225. So equals, oh, let's put in a plus sign here. Maybe that's what it's, no? I'll just subtract the 18,225. Because I don't know why the computer didn't get that right. Because it was the 18,825 if you would have bought 27 boxes of the tops, but they only bought, or cases, but they only bought 26, so that's why it was 18,225. Subtracted from the revenue gives you $18,463. All right, notice that you can now, I believe you've got all the points. Yep, 25. Notice that you can now submit it, and make sure you submit it in Excel projects, and then you'll be done. See you next time. Bye now.